Alright, got some new shoes in. Flyknit free runs and the Uncaged Ultraboost from Adidas. So the reason I got these two shoes is that they are similar models in that they're knit. So this is Flyknit versus Primeknit. So in the Adidas, this is a free sole, bends like a typical free shoe, super lightweight. Notice the Nike swoosh is painted on. So the actual knit fabric is has like paint on it. The heel just goes straight down. It's just a flat fabric right here in the back. You have your insole, which is really thin, typical of all free shoes. The tongue is also not like a thick tongue, it's just the fabric. And then this knit material stretches. So you'll notice that stretch right there. You'll also notice right here where you can see my fingers poking through. It's very kind of thin, it's just one layer. And up here in the toe box, it's actually reinforced a little bit. So even though it comes down, it's a little sturdier. So on the underside, you can kind of feel the extra kind of layer that they've included on this shoe. So breathability should be excellent on this. You're not gonna, obviously wear it out like when it's rainy or anything, but this is the Nike Free Run Flyknit. So to compare this sneaker, picked up a pair of these. Ultraboost Uncaged. Right away, you'll notice right here where your ankle is, it's almost like a collar, which you don't have here. This is just kind of open, whereas this is designed more to kind of hug your ankle. A really nice part about this is on the inside right here. You can't see it, but there's like a foam padding. So there's foam padding going around the back to add additional comfort and really support your foot. It almost feels like a memory foam back there. Right here, similar to the Nike, this is just the Primeknit. You can see my fingers coming through, and you can see it stretch. But on the inside, so on the underside and right here of the shoe, it's actually coated. So there's some rigid parts to the shoe where it adds a feeling where it's really hugging your foot. So even though it's uncaged, it feels like once you get your foot on, it kind of wraps around your foot. Same thing right here with similar to the Flyknit. It's a bit of material on the underside to make sure that your toes don't poke a hole in it or something. But on the top, there isn't anything. It's just kind of flexible. You'll see the swoosh right here, really just kind of hidden. So I really like that because it makes it really look nice and clean, super minimalist. You have the Ultraboost banding right there. You have your Boost sole. You also notice on the bottom, this is a Continental rubber. So this is going to last longer. I have a pair of Pure Boosts that did not have this Continental rubber underside, and this front part just wore out within months. So I think all the Boost shoes that were early released that didn't have this Continental underside, they just wore out super quickly. So that's unfortunate. But the newer models do have this. So if you look at the two shoes, the Nike one looks a little bit more kind of sporty, whereas the Ultraboost, you could probably dress it up a little bit more. In terms of design, I'm going to say that I do prefer the Ultraboost, but it's also a lot more expensive. So let's see how both of these look on feet. All right, so we have the Nikes from the front. See them from the sides. So the Nikes look really good. They're really comfortable. I want to say I'd actually prefer it if the white swoosh was just in black, so it kind of just blends in like it does on the Adidas. But it's still a nice looking sneaker, really clean and minimalist. So let's move on from the Nikes to the Ultraboost. All right, and here we have the Uncaged Ultraboost from the front. Notice that around the ankle it does hug the foot, so there's a difference between the Nike. And then in terms of the sole, some of you may prefer the Boost sole, some might prefer the Nike Free. In terms of comfort, I would say that the Boost sole is a bit more comfortable. I don't know if it's worth the extra price because these shoes are more expensive, but that's just personal decision. So there you go. That's the comparison between Flyknit and Primeknit.